level of, some severity of home accidents, fire accidents, or incidents that come with this time. And with the downturn of the economy and the not too good stories that people are telling about their well-being and lifestyle, as far as the economy is concerned, it will only be commonsensical for one to keep whatever he or she has acquired, especially life. Any other thing that can be, can be retrieved, but life, if it's lost, can never be retrieved. So how do we handle it at this period? We'll be speaking to the professionals so that they let us into, what we are supposed to do rightly and to prevent, to respond. I think that's an important angle rather, to any conversation about safety. How do we respond properly so that we don't get to mess up things? We are being joined in the studio today by the Public Relations Officer of the Federal Fire Service, Osun Command, ASF Ojo Omoyemi Olamide. Good morning, madam.
Morning.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start from here. It's been the season of whining and dining, heavy cooking. Everybody's at home. The children are at home. Persons, everybody. This is Africa. We live in a communal way, and activities will merge. That's talking about the home, about the workplace, and all of those things. Then the dry season is here. Look into all of that. How do we prevent? How do we properly respond? And all of those things. But let's start with the word safety. From your end, what does it mean?
Okay, before I answer your question,
Right.
I would like to give honor to whom honor is due.
Right.
My superiors at the office.
Okay.
First and foremost, let me start with this. Controller General is Samuel Olumode Adeyemi.
Right.
And the Zonal Controller, CF Olojo Ayodeji Olawale. And also the State Controller, ACF Isaac Femi Akinjobi. They asked me to extend my greetings to everyone and to please tell the good people of Osun to be safety conscious at this time of the season.
Okay.
Now going to your question, you asked how we can prevent fire. First and foremost, we need to understand the importance of safety in everything we are doing.
Yeah.
Safety has a lot to do with ourselves. If you see it as your responsibility, and I see it as my responsibility, we would know how to prevent it better. Right now, there are ways we can prevent fire. A lot of ways we can prevent fire. Firstly, let me talk about the kitchen safety. Everyone would be engaged in cooking this time. You have a lot of visitors coming into your houses and every other thing. So you engage more in cooking. You cook more frequently. We are advising everyone, every woman, every man that will be going to the kitchen to please be safety conscious. How can you be safety conscious? Do not leave your cooking unattended. Do not leave your cooking unattended. I repeat again. I'm saying this because we understand that women generally have a way we multitask. We have the ability to multitask. You can take up 3, 4 things at the same time, forgetting that cooking cannot be done in that way. So when it comes to the idea of cooking, please and please, we are advising everyone to please stay safe. Do not leave your cooking unattended. Also, once you're done with cooking, make sure you turn off your gas. The gas cylinder, make sure you turn it off. Do not leave it. Don't say, I'm going to pick up something and you forget to do that. It can cause a lot of havoc. And we are not praying for that. That is one. Another safety tips I will be talking about is those that will be refueling their generator at this time. Whether we like it or not, you will use it more. We are going to use it more at this time. So what do we need to do? Once you need to refuel, please make sure you turn it off. Don't be in a haste to pour your fuel into a working generator. It can cause a lot of damage. I'm going to cite an example. Just recently, about 3 days ago, I was walking along the street and I saw someone doing that, refilling a generator that is quite working. And because I'm a professional, I could not take off my eyes. I quickly ran to the scene and I had to educate the person. He was so grateful. And at the end of all, he did the right thing before I left there. This is what we are saying. We understand that the power supply is not so adequate like that. And a lot of people want to refuel their generator. They want to keep it working. But please be as conscious as you can. Put it off before you do that. That is another tip. What of those that burn refuse? This is the rainy season. This is a harmattan period. Everywhere looks dry. Everywhere is windy. Everywhere is, how will I put it now? Everywhere is dry. If you look at the grasses around you, you find out that they are seriously dried. So this is a very good way to allow fire to spread. So in order for you not to allow fire to spread, what do you need to do? Once you are burning your refuse, we are advising people to please stay beside it. If you need to burn your refuse, stay beside it so that it will not, the particles will not fly from one place to another. Are we all getting it?
Yeah.
The particles will not fly from one place to another. If you need to burn your refuse, get a bucket of water. Make sure it's by your side. Once it's going out of hand, immediately extinguish it. These are the best way to go about it. Now, also, I'm also going to talk about those that go to worship centers. You know, some worship centers use candles in their churches. So we are advising them to please, we understand that this is a time where people want to go to worship centers more. They want to pray. Nothing should happen to them. We understand. We are not disputing that fact. Yeah. Whenever you need to use a candle in your church, we are advising everyone to please use a metal base for it. Make sure it has a metal base. With this, it will not spread. And make sure it's not done beside a curtain. Do you understand? These are the tips we are going to be sharing. What about those that leave their matches carelessly, where they have children? We are advising everyone to please take off these simple things out of the use of children, because children cannot be as careful as adults. That's why we are sounding this early. We are sounding this alarm early so that everyone will be conscious of what they are doing. To be honest with you, safety is cheaper. We are safety preachers, and we know it's cheaper compared to what you will lose if you're not careful. That's why we are sounding all of these things for us to be careful. Do not overload your socket. Any socket you have in your house, do not overload it. Get more sockets. If you have any exposed wire, kindly fix it immediately. These things are cheap compared to all of the things you have gathered in all of your lifetime. Just losing it doesn't make any sense. That is why we are here to tell people during this harmattan season that the weather is not as friendly as you think. The weather is more friendly to fire this time. We are trying to tell everybody to be as careful as they can. Thank you.
All right, ASF Ojo, I'd like to ask you, which fire risks are more aggravated during harmattan conditions? Are they open flames, electrical faults, bush burning? Which of them?
Okay, when it comes to the kind of fire that is more aggravated, I am not going to say a particular one is more aggravated because anything can cause fire.
Okay.
We get. But in all of it, we'll understand that the place of carelessness can be overemphasized when it comes to fire. We'll tell people to just be careful generally, follow all the tips that I've laid down, especially when it comes to cooking. We understand everywhere is heated at this time. It is harmattan season. The weather is not friendly as you think. Everywhere is windy. Just be as careful as you are. Open flames can happen. Any kind of fire can happen. Just be as careful as you are. That is the message.
So much, because you have been happy on cooking and cooking.
Yes.
And
okay.
Maybe the women will relate more. Fine. When it comes to the eating, the men will relate more. And everybody, which is fine. But then, when you're talking about safety, it's a serious issue. Because I've witnessed firsthand burning of houses like 2 or 3 times. And I must tell you, it's traumatic. Actually, it's a moment of confusion for many persons. Especially the moment it boomerangs and people don't even know what to do. Actually, sir, why we are preventing and all of those things, and we like to bring it home so that people can be able to, identify with these things that we are saying. You talked about not overloading sockets. Do you mean not plugging the old spaces on the extension, or what do you mean by that?
Okay, thank you. We know what an extension is.
Yeah.
And we know it has different faces, different spots. So we are not advising anybody to put all of their load on one socket. We know how to manage things in Nigeria, and it's not always advisable. Try and get more sockets in your spaces. Do we understand? If you need to plug, if you have 2, 3, if you have like 6 face on one socket, just use 2 of it is fine, or use 3 at most. Don't overload it. The side. It has some spot at the side. Don't plug everything and make
it
it
look... those things were not certified safe by, let's say, the Standard Organization of Nigeria and the body that's supposed to do that, they wouldn't be sold. Because for me, there is a reason why I've gone for a 10-face socket. And all of a sudden, you're asking me to use 5. In Nigeria, somebody will tell you, you should pay for the other one.
Okay. Don't let us forget the fact that we have inferior sockets, so
right.
Whether we like it or not. You can never ascertain if the one you've gotten in the market is original or fake. So it's advisable for you to follow these safety tips. And whether you like it or not, the kind of voltage they bring these days is funny. You never can tell the voltage that will cause havoc. It is always advisable for you to be safe. Follow the tips. We are the professionals in the game.
No, I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. You have to make that point. I'm not kidding. That's why we have you here, right? Now, let's talk about, you have to put that to say, Oga, I'm telling you, I agree. That's why you are here. If I have this knowledge, possibly you will not be here. But then it's good to have you here. And from a professional, point made, noted.
Thank you, sir.
All right. The issue of cooking, before we move to other aspects. Now, gas cylinders, actually, it's faster. Some will say it's safer. I don't know. Maybe you have to confirm that. But it's more tidier, actually, than the charcoal, the stove, firewood, and all of those things. But then, if it goes out of hand, it's always terrible as well. And we've seen situations where people have their gas. I'd like you to speak categorically to that point. Having your gas cylinder, it's nice, it's okay, the cylinder is new and all of those things, but it's still in your kitchen. And it's not the one that has the burner on the edge. I'm not talking about that one. The ones that you have the hose, and then the burner is somewhere else, but it's still in your kitchen. Some will say it's not good, but some other persons will say, no, the burner is not on the cylinder directly, but it's still within that kitchen. Is it bad to have it within the kitchen, or it should be outside of the kitchen?
Okay, thank you for that question. I really love the fact that you raised this, because a lot of times I've encountered people ask the same question. And aside that, anything that has to do with kitchen fire, it usually starts from there. We advise people to have their cylinders outside while you run your hose inside. That is the safe thing to do. What did you say, sir?
What's the significance of that?
Okay, we are saying this because most times your kitchen space is not as ventilated as expected. Whether we like it or not, it's not as ventilated as expected. And all of these things needs a lot of ventilation. So putting it outside, if anything wants to go wrong, let it go wrong from the outside. You can easily tackle it because you have a lot of materials that can aid burning inside your kitchen. So it's always advisable for you to have it outside instead of inside.
Okay, so, well, I'm sure many Nigerians might not want to, especially when living in a house that has many apartments. Some you think about safety. If they go steal them, what will happen? But then that would be a secondary consideration. Now, let's talk about response.
Okay.
Let's say something sparks up. What am I supposed to do? There is a fire, and you contextualize so that we know how to respond to each level of fire. Because the moment something picks off, people, especially in this part, yay, and then everybody takes off, possibly something you can still handle. Then at what point do I need to run away? At what point can I still stay to handle? If you understand my question.
Yes, I do.
Please.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me react to it by walking you through the stages of fire.
Thank you.
We have different stages of fire. We have the incipient stage, which is the beginning. We have the growth, we have the developed, like that. Now, when it comes to incipient stage, we always advise people to run away when the fire has gone beyond your shoulder level. Once it has gone beyond your shoulder level, it is not something you can control yourself again. You need the help of, you need an assistance of firefighters. We are sounding this alarm early because a lot of times people don't call at the right time. They call when the fire has already developed. It has already developed, you are now calling for help. Some of them at that moment, they don't even have the numbers of firefighters saved on their phone. How do you reach out to us? So once you see a fire outbreak, especially in this harmattan season, it is what is advisable for them to do is to call immediately there is a fire, even before you put in your human effort. We understand that human effort you want to set in. Once you see a fire, you don't want to run immediately, you want to do something. It is nice. But what is advisable for you to do is to put a call across to us first before you put in any effort in extinguishing it. But going by your question, once a fire goes beyond your shoulder level, you call for assistance. And most of the time, can I go ahead?
Yes.
Most of the times, people do not make that call the right way. They just put a call across and say, there is a fire at so place. And the next thing, they hung on the call. It doesn't work that way. You have not communicated to us. If you're putting a call across, we always advise our people, the general public, to please be as calm as possible. When you're calm, we'll get your message. Yes, it is very possible. Okay. Be as calm as possible. You are being calm to relate your message accordingly to us. We can't get to this street now and be looking for a place. You didn't give us the proper direction. Some people just say, there is fire at Okini. Okini is a little large. Whether we like it or not, we can't get the message like that. It is always advisable for you to please be calm. That is why anybody that is too hasty should not put a call. Just give the phone to another person to call us. Once you're relating your message, at least tell us your name. Tell us the kind of thing that is burning. Let us know the kind of fire that is burning. That is one. And also relate the location accordingly. Those are the messages we have from you for you.
All right.
Those are the things we need. The description. Yes, we need the proper description. Just give us the location of the place that the fire is burning.
Yeah, sorry, before talking about description. Are you you have Federal Fire Service, right?
Yes, sir.
Are you tech protected and tech equipped? Because I've watched many fire department movies. I follow many of them, talking about series and all of those, Chicago Fire Department, all of those guys, that they have these high-tech equipment that wherever the person is calling,
they can easily narrow it down.
Yeah. Either by GPS or whatever, they can have an idea of that place. Does the Federal Fire Service has that kind of equipment? I'm not saying people should not describe well. Okay. That's the first thing. Okay. Be calm, or give the phone to somebody calmer, just like we have said, so that it can help you getting to the exact place and on time, because time is of essence. But does the Federal Fire Service have that tech, support that even while that person is calling, there is something at your end that can help with the geolocation?
Okay, thank you. First thing first, let me quickly clear you on something. People are seeing fire service, Federal Fire Service, from that archaic time. It has gone beyond that. Okay. Right now, there is something going on in Abuja, which is they are working towards all of these things we are talking about, and is extending to other states. It is not a problem. In few months, you will see the changes. That is just all I have to say about it.
All right, so I'd like to ask you, there are several people who have complained about the response time of fire service and all other, emergency cases. But let's narrow it down now to the fire service. How swiftly do you respond to emergency calls?
Okay, thank you. If you come to our station, you find the men in their bunker pants ready to be called. That means we are always ready, and our response time is 3 minutes. We turn out once before 3 minutes. Everyone is set. They turn out before 3 minutes. At most is 3 minutes. That is the turnout time. Now, why we
between the receiving of the call,
yes,
and you getting ready to move from your station,
moving from the station, it has to be before 3 minutes. Okay. Do we understand it? Why we have delays? I know why you ask that question is because of the delays we experience in all of these things. Now, why you ask why we experience delays? Basically because sometimes they don't call at the right time, like I said. Some of them put up a call at the wrong time. Maybe once the fire is fully developed, they are now calling for assistance. By the time we leave our station to your scene, things have already gone beyond control. That is one. Secondly, most of the times, the motorists do not allow us to get to the scene on time. They tend to block the way. So we are using this medium to also call on the motorists to please give way when there is fire.
How about a synergy between the fire service and the Federal Road, Safety Corps? Because the motorists here are not the ones who are going to, clear the road for themselves. Is there a synergy between, an interagency synergy?
There is an interagency synergy between fire service and the road safety corps. And aside that, we all understand that road safety cannot be at every point. They are not in every point, even in Osogbo here. Some of the motorists, I don't know if they have beef for fire service, I don't know, but they have a way of obstructing our road. And this is not too good, because if we see it as our responsibility, everyone is going to give way. So we are using this medium to call on the motorists to please give way when there is a fire accident.
What do they say exactly? Because I don't know, I was telling Tokwe earlier before you came that I've seen a situation where fire truck was moving, I wouldn't know if it's federal service or state service, and somebody, a car in front of the car was telling, oh, Zifo, meaning if you are, maybe you should jump. And then you wonder the kind of state of mind. While we have those with that kind of mind, you still have people that will, in fact, park and say, we wish you all the best. Please go, please go. Because sometimes, just that's also the place we start. Until something gets close to you, that's when you will realize all your grammar and English might not be useful, and then you behave yourself. Now, is there what you are? Is there anything you are doing from your end? You know, now this is one of our corporate social responsibility to the public. That's why we have been on your matter, and you know what I'm saying, for some time, and you are here for this public enlightenment on your own. Is there a way you are doing public engagement, education, and enlightenment, especially on this matter?
Okay, thank you. If you go on the social media, like you said, there have been a lot of awareness going on recently. We just had the National Fire Safety Week, and we talked about all of this. We went on the road and we educated the people. And even yesterday, we were at least I have someone here that can attest to that. We were at Okefia. We had to educate people on Amatam fire safety. There's an hashtag on the social media flying now. And there's even a challenge on the social media right now for people to send a video and a picture. So we are doing all of these things to put people enlightened. People saying, oh, Sifo, you will understand that it's a mentality thing and we need to change it. That is why we go out at every point in time to educate them. Yesterday we were at Okefia. Even an Hausa man granted us an interview, and he really spoke. He educated people on fire safety and all of that. So people are getting aware, and we are not tired. I say again, we are not tired. We are going out. Even next week we are going out. We are not tired. People are working endlessly to make sure everywhere is safe and everyone is safe. So.
All right, before I ask you what the your toll lines are, I'd like to ask you, are there particular communities that are affected most by fire, or particular building types that are susceptible to fire at this period?
Okay, I would say the high-rise building are more susceptible to fire, being that we know how high-rise buildings are. They are more than 2, 3, like that. So they are more susceptible to fire. But thank God we don't have, I don't think we have any like that in Osogbo, or we have.
That should not be, thank God. We should have. We are not going to look like, oh, we don't have it.
No, I do not mean that. Honestly, okay. I'm only trying to call attention that that is why we don't have enough of it here in there. We don't have a lot of outbreak here. But in Lagos, it's happening in Lagos, and our people are seriously working to make sure things are put in place. All we just need to do is for people to get the safety gadgets they need.
That's what I was going to ask you. What are the safety gadgets or tools that everyone, irrespective of a building, a residential building, office, schools, what are those things we should have, and how often should we change them?
Okay, for extinguishers, I'm going to talk about extinguishers. We have different types of extinguishers. We have the CO2, we have the DCP, they have different functions. We have the chemical foam compound. They have different functions. For an open space, you use a DCP. For a kitchen, you have to use something else. Now, for kitchen safety, you need a blanket. There's a fire blanket that is fire resistance. It is not just a blanket. Do we understand? It's not just a blanket. We don't have a sample of it. We would have brought it here. So everyone is expected to have a fire blanket in their kitchen. These are the safety tools we need. Are we getting it? These are the safety tools we need. We are sounding the alarm early for everyone to please prioritize safety. It is very important. Have a safety blanket in your kitchen. In your extinguisher, you should be in your cars. You should have an extinguisher because they have different purposes they serve. Are we getting? They have different purposes they serve. In filling stations, they should at least have. You go to filling stations, you see fire buckets. You see fire buckets with sand inside of it. Those are beautiful safety tools you can have in places like that. Even a DCP in a filling station because it's an open space. Dry chemical powder. Okay. Yes, thank you.
Okay. All right. So because some of these terms, people like us and those watching might not really understand.
I also have explained better.
Yes.
It is dry chemical powder.
Yeah, we are due for a break right now. But before we go, since we are talking about extinguisher and some of those things, there are some that was now I don't know. With whatever you have come up with, maybe fire incident in Osun and the towns and all of those things. What have you found out? I'd like to know. But you answer after this break. But just to ask that question, what are those predisposing factors? You know, I'm sure when you go on an intervention, all of those things, you come back with a report. What have you found out that has been the most predisposing factor to fire incident in Osun State? I'd like you to answer, but that will be after now. As we're speaking on safety and what to do to prevent, to respond, and to handle fire incidences, you know, around you. Stay with us. Right, it's all about safety and everything that we need to do. We have with us ASF, you know, Ojo Omoyemi. Am I correct? Yes.
Yes, you are
okay,
correct.
right. What's ASF?
Assistant Superintendent of Fire.
Fire.
Yes.
Right, interesting. All right, thank you for your time. And I was asking about data statistics. Anytime we go on intervention, maybe in the last 1 year, you know, shift state, because so that people can identify these things. We'll put a context to it. What has been those things that you realized, maybe in Ikire, maybe in Elisha, maybe in Oshogbo, or, you know, in the total sum of the risk factors or predisposing factors why fire usually come up in these places?
Okay, I'll just say it's just carelessness. Carelessness is one of the factors why we have a lot of fire outbreak out there. And this is one thing we are here to sound the alarm for,
Okay.
that people should be more careful. Carelessness is one basic factor.
Carelessness on what?
Carelessness
Is it
generally.
in the way they use their kitchen appliances or the electrical appliances or what?
Okay, carelessness in the way we handle a lot of things that can cause fire.
Okay.
Like the kitchen, like you said, electrical faults. Some of us don't even bother to change it. Once we see it, we rather prefer to manage it once it's manageable. Once it's still working, we are cool with it. We don't bother to change something. So these are the reasons why we have a lot of fire, basically. So we classify all of these things under carelessness. Thank you.
All right. The second leg to my question the other time was how often we should change some of our, you know, safety equipment, like the fire extinguisher now. How often should people check to update, you know, to make sure that, or how do we check to know that they're still effective and all of those?
Okay, thank you. Sorry I didn't answer the question properly that time. I am sorry about that.
Right.
Okay, it's everyone should change or check their extinguishers at least 6 months. By 6 months, you call fire officers to help you check. And also asking me for safety tools. I didn't mention smoke alarm detectors. It is very important. It will help you to sense smoke immediately there is smoke, and you know what that means. It can save a whole lot of things. So we always advise people to have smoke alarm system in their houses. So if you have all of these things, at least it should be changed or checked every 6 months. Whether you feel it is still working perfectly or not. If you don't know how to go about these things, call on the fire officers that has helped you in purchasing all of these things to help you check every 6 months. Thank you.
With some of these advice you are given this morning, it sounded like maybe before somebody will embark on building a house, they need some advice from you,
The fire
right?
service.
Exactly.
Do you understand my question?
Exactly. I love that.
Before I will say, let me build a house, I need to get a fire officer to advise me on what to do and what not to do.
Yes, thank you. Recently, like I said, you know, I talked about something when we started. I said there are developments going on in the fire service now. This is one of it. It is seriously, we are working under it, under G, and once it's up, you will see it. We have some people that are under enforcement now, under enforcement that goes to all these places to enforce the right of people to all of this safety protocols. Thank you. So right now, anyone and everyone that wants to erect any building should first of all see the fire officers, come to the station, we'll go with them and tell them what to do. There is a lay down, we'll check on everything that needs to be checked, where they should put their things properly, because we have both passive and active firefighting. We have both passive and active equipment, so we'll know where to fix them properly. Thank you.
What's passive? What's that?
Okay, we are talking about the under the prevention. We have some what's it called? Some safety tools that should be joined with the building before it is well erected.
Okay.
Like now, which one? Sprinklers.
Okay, we're talking about, we have fire resistant doors that you can erect in your buildings before you put up the building.
Now, all of these things we amount to increase in cost of building a house, isn't it? Because for somebody who possibly have been a civil service, let's talk about people, the things that we can relate with, and all of a sudden you're about retiring before you manage by loans, by whatever. You put up some money and you have some spread of payment, and you ask the person to come and surveyor will say you should come and see them. Architect will say we should come and see them. Fire service to come and see them. And all of a sudden, and you are talking about sprinklers, you are talking about smoke detectors. For somebody who just want to put up a 2-bedroom apartment, how would that work?
Sir.
Or are you only advising the elites, the people at the upper echelon of?
We are not only advising the elite. Safety is way cheaper than any other thing in this world. If you look at the cost of what you are going to lose, you will prefer safety more than any other thing. So we are calling on everyone to please put up what is right before erecting the building. Because when you finally lose everything, your document, your life, your properties, it doesn't worth it compared to all of these things. So we always advise people to please prioritize safety. No matter how expensive it might look, it is still cheaper than your building.
Or are there safety tools that are handed to people for free by the fire service?
None that I know of now, but we never can tell what will happen tomorrow.
All right.
All right. And let's talk about the attitude to work, because you said 3 minutes max is whenever you get the call to get ready. But there are some, that will still say the response was slow. We are used to hearing no water in the truck and all of those things. What will you say to that? Because while the service, your service, might be proactive and they are doing their best to have you guys do whatever you do, one will say you might not find 1 or 2 persons, possibly they are not that encouragers because of the situation of the country that made them to join the fire service. Because one will even wonder, how many persons really want to be a firefighter? Quite a risky work. The attitude to work. Some have complained, and is there an internal mechanism that they use to handle some of these things when people make their complaint? Because you can say we are good, we are professional, we respond on time, and people are saying you are defective, your response time is low, your attitude to work of some people is looking like you are bothering them. How do you handle criticism from the people?
Okay, first thing first, let me say that you talked about water. That some of them say there's no water. We have enough water in our station. You can come to fast check all of these things. We have about 15,000 liters in the tank.
We will.
Okay, thank you. We have about 15,000 liters in the tank. We have compartments carrying 6,000 waters and 500 foam compound. And this is perfect for firefighting. Now, a lot of people think that fire officers are like this for some reasons because they have a wrong perception about the job.
Or experience.
That is why, no, I won't say that, sir. That is why we are trying to create more awareness. We are going for sensitization from time to time to change that perception. We are ready for this job. We don't pray for any of their homes to catch fire, but at the same time, we are ready. We are sounding the alarm early for everyone to know that firefighters are professionals and we are ready for the job.
If you are ready, are you motivated?
Yes, we are motivated. We are getting paid at the right time. You are
happy with your work?
Of course, I am a proud firefighter.
You are the PRO. I don't expect you to say.
No, I'm not saying this because I'm the PRO.
Yeah.
Just saving life, properties is a whole lot for us. It gives us joy.
Because of time, let's talk about challenges.
Okay.
Well, maybe you might have 1 or 2 that has to do with the public or the cost of your work. Are there challenges in this work life?
Okay. There's absolutely no challenge for me. I have not seen any.
Now we're talking about the institution as a whole. Are there challenges you face?
I can't say we have any challenges we are facing right now because
everything you need is
even yes, for now, everything we need.
How about challenges when you go do your work?
Okay, there are still no challenges.
Yeah.
Yes, because there's always room for improvement at every point in time. If we feel anything is not working fine, or we feel there should be an improvement in this line, we know where to channel it to, and we are doing that accordingly. That is why I'm talking about improvement in the service. You will see it, you'll be marveled.
Well, that's promissory.
Yes.
You know, that's a promise, but we'd like to, for us in this kind of work, we deal with whatever we see. Now, before I allow you go, now, when you have said we don't have much of a high rise here, maybe a couple of 2 or 3, you know, in the state and all of those things, we've seen these.
We don't have in Osun.
Okay, but I know of buildings that are 7, 8 stories in Osun. That's what I mean. Not, it might not be 25, 30.
Yes,
like
exactly. I'm talking about 25. 30,
yeah.
The
So
very big one, like the one.
If something like that happens, do you have the facility? You know, because I know of a 6-story building in Elisha. There is a high-rise hotel somewhere around us here. I'm only saying that if situations happen in just some of these places, apart from the hosts that people take, and by the way, kudos to everyone and the great work you are doing at your end, do we have those train level of intervention when it comes to fire?
Okay,
in
thank
your
you.
command here.
Yes, thank you. We have. Let me first of all thank the Controller General. He's doing a massive job. We have sophisticated fire appliances working perfectly. You can come and check all of these things.
We will. I said it.
Thank you.
I won't tell
Don't
you.
worry, our team will
Okay,
come.
we don't even want you to tell us. Just come and check all of these things. Thank you. The fire engine in our station now, we have 2. Here in Osun, in Okefia, we have 2 of it. It has ground monitor on top of the fire engine, ground monitor, and that is perfect for fighting any fire that has to do with IRS building.
Are you everywhere in Osun?
We are not everywhere yet. We are working towards that.
Where are you?
Okay, right now we have a station at Okefia, which everybody knows. Yes, in Oshogbo. We have at Elisha. We have Elisha. It's perfectly working. They have appliances too. They have ambulance. They have everything that they need to work. And right now we're extending to Ife. We're extending to other parts also.
So how do you help somebody from Ede? How do you help somebody?
It's very simple. We work hand in hand. There's a beautiful synergy between the Federal Fire Service and the State Fire Service.
That's my point.
If we need to make a call across to them, we call them, they call us in return. So there is no problem as to that.
All right.
Yeah.
Before the tool line,
okay,
please.
yeah,
This is a very important question before we go. How do citizens cooperate with you while at your jobs, you know, at a fire scene? How do citizens cooperate with you? I mean, what are those things citizens need to do that would, you know, send a signal of cooperation to you? Do they stay there? Should they leave? I mean, how many kilometers or distance should they leave?
At times, we find out that a lot of people feel it's an easy job. They just feel, oh, let's just get water and pour on the fire. You get. So as a result, a lot of them want to try and do these things for us. But we are using this medium to please sound the note of warning for them. Once they see a firefighter or the truck is around, they should give us space to do our job perfectly. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Now, are there numbers that people can call?
Yes, we have numbers. We have numbers we can call. They can call us on 090-3581-8584. I'll take it again. 090.
Yeah.
090-3581-8584. That's the first number. The second one, the second one they can call us on is 0. Okay.
Right.
Okay, thank you. Is 081 22 69 5959. Should I take both numbers again?
Yes. Slowly.
The first one is 090 35 81 85 84.
Okay.
And the second number is 081 22 69 5959. Thank you.
It's an emergency number.
Basically for emergency.
It's always manned 24 hours.
Of course.
Is it toll free? Is it toll free or you pay?
No, it's not toll free.
It's not toll free.
Definitely.
Now, talking about how to really help, this is 2025. Why not a 2-digit or 3-digit number that people can easily remember instead of a long 09111?
And the number I just called now is for Osun.
Okay.
It's for Osun State.
Okay.
But if you need to call, you can just put a call across. For toll free, you can put a call across to 112.
112.
Yes.
Would that be effective enough?
Yes, it will. Because once you get to the right places, they'll channel it to the right.
So why didn't you call that first?
Yes. Sorry
Why
about that.
112.
So you can, yes, 112, it's also fine.
Manned.
Yes.
It won't just be ringing and be
No,
ringing.
it won't be ringing.
We'll test it.
But we feel
we
that,
don't want to test it. Just
yes,
to test it.
I called the MTN and the other line because I feel that people are more connected to calling
The
that.
regular number.
Yes, they always like it. When you tell them to call 112, they feel it's just a waste of time. And it is not. It is not. So we always give them the one in Osun here that we can easily attend to.
Any time of the day. Is
Yes.
active.
Yes.
Okay.
You can even, once we are done with this, you can put a call.
Now, I wouldn't want to
also.
try it so that I don't just bother somebody at the other line.
Oh, of
I'm
course.
sure it should not be a number that anybody can
And
just
also,
call
yes,
publicly.
thank you. We are also using this medium to please appeal to people not to call the numbers. They used to prank us a lot. Some will tell you they want to fill gas. They want to fill their gas cylinder and all of that. So we are begging them to please save it for fire-related purposes. Yeah. Emergency calls alone. Thank you.
Do you feel gas for? I don't understand.
It's so funny. A lot of them, I don't know how we went about it. Some of them will just call and say they just want to hear your voices. They feel it's something they should joke with. You get? We've had series of calls like that.
Yeah.
And people tell you they want to fill their gases, and it's gas.
And you're already geared up to move out.
Of course, because immediately you call like that, there's a bell that will ring.
Yeah.
So everyone is up and doing.
I think you need. Well, this is an avenue. I think you've spoken to that, and yes. I think you need more from the place of public enlightenment and engagement.
Yes.
You know, because you can't start enforcement. Because some will say there should be a reprimanding of people that just try it. But then you can't start that without publicly, adequately engaging and educating the people. Thank you so much for your time today, Assistant Superintendent of Fire, ASF, Ojo Omoyemi, for, what you have been able to do in this place. The PRO, Federal Fire Service, Public Relations Officer, Federal Fire Service, Osun Command. We wish you all the best. And of course, she came here with our team. We appreciate all that you do with the kudos. Of course, nobody likes to see your face. That's just the thing. I don't mean you personally. You know what I'm saying? Nobody likes to see the fire person.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. Because
seeing you
they need us.
I know. You are needed.
Yes, we are needed. So we don't even want you to see our faces. We don't want to appear in your houses.
Your business,
you get? That is why we are telling people to be safety conscious now.
And
that
prevent
time.
more.
You need to prevent.
Thank you very much for
you.
your time. Talk about we have to go.
All right, thank you so much,
ASF
viewer. No. Thank you so much, dear viewer. Thank you. It is the penultimate day to the end of the year. We hope to see you again tomorrow for the midweek installment and for the ultimate installment for the year. My name is Temitope Ajijola.
All right, and Femi Ojo is my name. Big shout out to everyone that has worked with us on this production today. And, regards to Mr. Femi Paul. Is it Femi Paul or Isaac, your commander here?
Okay, Isaac Femi.
Femi.
Isaac Femi,
ACF.
Assistant Controller of Fire.
Yeah, all right. Regards to him. And Thank you. Say, finally, you people are here. I've been on his neck for some time. Okay. But then, all right, we'll see you tomorrow for the year-ending edition of Morning Spring Gap. Let's leave it for tomorrow. It's going to be a good one. Again, I'm Femi Ojo. See you tomorrow. God bless Nigeria. Please keep safe. You want to say something?
Yes,
quickly?
Nick. Yes, let me quickly correct this. We've had a lot of activities lately, from the fire week to a lot of things we've been doing in the station. That's why we've not been here.
I understand.
So we are sorry about
Don't
that.
worry.
Thank you.
You are really the PRO. God bless Nigeria. See you tomorrow. Bye.